Hey, what's going on? It's Seth from Silver Soul Gaming. It is very late, so I'm very tired. Do excuse the tiredness in my sound. I'm just getting over a cold as well, so do excuse the raspiness of my voice. But let's get into today's video of concerns surrounding Days Gone, which comes out very, very soon, in fact. And the latest trailer, gameplay I suppose, has just dropped, with it being about the world of Days Gone. It looks very interesting. I have no concerns surrounding the world itself. I actually think the world looks intriguing, it looks interesting. You know, I'm not worried about the world not being beautiful and interesting. It obviously won't be Red Dead Redemption interesting, but I think it'll be very immersive from what I've seen. It looks interesting, it looks like everything around me could kill me. It feels very Last of Us, just from what I've seen. It looks very much like it's something inspired by The Last of Us at the very least, but with motorbikes, and it's almost like an open world of Last of Us, but with zombies instead of clickers, which are essentially zombies. But that interests me. I think the world itself looks fine. I don't have an issue with the world. The gameplay looks, it looks fine, I guess. Again, the issue with the gameplay, don't have any real concerns with it until I've played it. That's hard to tell. Yeah, the world, the gameplay looks great. It looks somewhat immersive as it can be, I guess. The whole mechanic with the motorbike I think is interesting, and as it almost being like a second character to the game, that looks interesting, you know. But the thing that concerns me about this game is it looks unfinished. It just doesn't look like it's quite there yet. And from what I've seen, it looks good and it looks like a good concept, but I don't want a Unity, we'll call it a Unity here, where the game is buggy or animations just don't quite look right, which is what I've kind of seen. The graphics I feel could probably look a bit better, but this game has been in development for a long time and it's been delayed, and that concerns me even more with the fact that it still doesn't look finished. It could just use an extra bit of polish, but I don't know, they could be still using some not quite finished part of the game that they've just recorded. That Game Informer the whole thing that they did with Game Informer, the game looked so unfinished. It just doesn't look quite there. I just think the animations look not smooth. The graphics look like they could use a bit of polish. The gameplay itself looks fine, like I said. I can't see any issues with that. But yeah, that looks, I don't know. It seems unfinished. I don't know what vibe, it could just be me, but it definitely looks unfinished. And I've seen it with past games, but the way with promotion around this game, it does look like the promotion itself surrounding the game does kind of make me think differently, because they wouldn't show it off so much if they didn't think it was finished. And I could just be, you know, just over analyzing things and just being like, ugh. But we are not seeing the full game yet, I guess. We haven't seen what the released version looks like. And, you know, that could just be me. Like I said, just over analyzing. And we haven't seen the full version. I haven't played it. I don't know. There will be a review when I finish the game, when I get it. You know, that is a concerning thing, of the fact that it just doesn't look finished. I'm not that interested in it. It's a zombie game. I mean, it just looks like a generic zombie game as well. That's another concern I have, but that's more a personal concern myself, not necessarily a product concern. It's more just the whole zombie thing doesn't interest me as much. And it doesn't look like a horror game, it looks much more like a survival game. The whole marketing around it also does have to do with everything in the world can kill you, but I've never gotten a horror vibe from the game. It doesn't seem scary. The only horror thing it has from it is zombies and like zombie animals, and even then it doesn't seem creepy. There's no real tone to the game that I've seen. It just seems whatever. Again, I don't know. It's got a weird tone. It doesn't feel creepy. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of suspense to it. Because when I watch gameplay of other games, let's take The Last of Us 2, for example, I felt suspense in that. That is a gameplay trailer that was clearly a set piece, and it's very set up in that, but still, there's a difference between that and what I'm seeing in Days Gone, where I almost couldn't care less about what I'm seeing. And that concerns me because I don't know what tone they're going for, and I can't tell. That's a concern. That's another concern I have right there. But, you know, the game looks interesting. I am intrigued as much as it is just a zombie game. More or less about survival, and it looks very much like State of Decay. That's not a great game. Unfortunately, it has a great concept, and I think Days Gone is almost like an upgraded version of State of Decay. You know, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, those are my main concerns. Overall, I think the game, it has a lot of potential to actually be a good zombie game, I guess. And the fact that it's a Sony exclusive has made me put a little bit more faith into it, because Sony have had very polished, great games like Horizon and Detroit and God of War. You know, 3 of the greatest games of this generation, if not almost the best games of the generation. You know, that has made me think maybe there's a bit more quality put into the game, and I do see the developers do clearly give a shit, and there's been lots of delays, as this was shown I think at the 2016 E3, I can't remember how long ago that was, when we first saw the game, and I remember the Hordes looked very interesting, and that was kind of the whole, you know, niche selling point thing to it. But yeah, the game is interesting, it looks interesting. But yeah, I'm mainly concerned that it's not polished, and I personally just don't like zombie games that much. I think they're just overused, and it's a cheap mechanic for a survival game. But overall, you know, those are just my main concerns. This is just a quick video I thought I'd put out there about a game that's coming out soon, you know. I will try and put out a review for Mortal Kombat 11. It depends how long it'll take me to finish. It could be out by next weekend, or we will have another discussion minute. It depends. I'll just see how my schedule lines up. But anyway, thanks for watching, listening. I thought it'd be better to, again, just kind of just construct my thoughts and more or less just talk about this off the top of my head rather than put it into a video essay format, which I think doesn't really work for this kind of video. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Seth from Silver Cell Gaming. You know, make sure you go check out Twitch, Twitter, our website, subscribe, like the video, you know, all that good shit. Just go check us out. Type Silver Cell Gaming into Google. You'll find us. You'll find everything that you need. And the links will also be in the description. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week for another video.